So everything is set for 15 laps of mayhem. To bring you the starting lineup, he has joined us tonight. We are happy to have him with us in the booth, Joe Koss.
On the pole, Matt, it is Chris Sanford in car number 5 from Hamden, Connecticut in the Sanford REI.com Chevrolet. He'll line up alongside the man who was very good in qualifying earlier tonight. Car number 77 from Norfolk, Connecticut in the Sullivan's Premier Glass 77. It is Chris Bagnell.
Starting third is car number 68 in the Demgen Electrical Contractors car. The driver is Greg DeMone. And situated next to him is a rookie competitor in car number 39. He's from Danbury in the Lasco Roofing and Sheet Metal car, George Bissett Jr.
The KG veteran Vince Gambacorta driving the right image signs. Number 23 will start in the 5th position. Nicole Chambrello drives car number 16, hailing from Kensington, Connecticut, sponsored by Superior Refinishing.
Then it will be car number 78, a driver who is trying to get back on track in the Leading to Unlock car, Mike Hopkins. Next door to him is a defending champion in car number 01 in the Dunleavy's truck and trailer repair car, Johnny Walker. Remember, wicker is quicker.
Hub International Insurance backs car number 74 for Brandon Michael, and Zach Robinson will start 10th for Putnam, Connecticut. Car 14, sponsored by New England Asphalt.
Then it will be the Wild Child in car number 84, Jake Higginson in the Lime Rock Partners car. He'll be joined by car number 11, last week's winner, Travis Hydar.
Richard Sorello in the Rare Chassis number 33, and Paul Burden Jr., car number 53, sponsored by Rare Chassis.
Then it will be Chuck Harrison in car number 99, Christopher Danielczuk in car number 22, and Armin Cody Jr. As getting the jump on the field is Chris Bagnell. He might have got a little help from Bissett to get him out in front.
He darts across the nose of Chris Sanford to take over the lead on the back straightaway. Sanford back to second. The battle for third is on now. George Bissett Jr. running up there in the high groove of the racetrack. Meanwhile, Wicker is in trouble. They get out of shape. It wasn't Wicker, actually. He was able to skirt by. It was Chambrello in the 16 who went spinning in turn 4. And 2 cars are collected here on the opening circuit.
And we finish 1 lap, and then we have to throw the yellow.
We work on cleanup here in turn 4. The car was able to drive away that Chambrello machine along with that 33 car. Nicole's car now coming to stop here on the mini mile. Wasn't able to get too far. The other car involved was that 33. Richard Sorello out of Reading, Mass. On the opening circuit. Matt, it's interesting, as the years go by, you get to see the next generation of driver, and we've had an eye on this young driver who's currently running third, that orange and white number 39. The driver is only 14 years old. That's George Bissett Jr. His dad, the Mad Dog George Bissett, made a name for himself running full-bodied cars, late models and pro stocks and the like, and now he gets to sit back and watch his son pilot these race cars, and boy, they look like they're having a blast back there in the pit area.
Yeah, and George Bissett Jr. had a great career in the Wild Thing karts on Monday, and the first time I went to his dad and said, I saw your son win a race, he said, yeah, he's a better driver than I am.
That should make everybody in the field nervous at only 14 years old. He's got a long racing career ahead of him as we're set to go racing again. The pace car is in. Green flag is out. Bagnell off and running there in the inside lane. Sanford trying to keep pace in the high groove.
And right now, he is in danger of falling by the wayside because here comes George Bissett. He tries to submarine his way underneath the 5 car. Johnny Walker is active as he is able to lightning bolt his way into the top 3. So 2 cars definitely on the move belong to George Bissett Jr. and Johnny Walker.
Walker has driven up to a podium position running there in third. He's got Dunleavy's on the side. He's hoping that that's going to be a good luck charm for him here tonight. He wants the second spot, though. Bissett Jr. slipped up the racetrack just a little bit, and it opened up some daylight for Walker to find some room to the inside.
There is plenty of black paint on that white and orange number 38 as they are able to navigate their way off the 4th turn. Walker looks like he has his speed, but the man with the willpower is George Bissett Jr., but speed is just too much for willpower as nudging his way into second is Johnny Walker.
Walker now taking over to the runner-up spot for the moment. But George Bissett Jr. trying to keep that car pinned up to the outside lane. can't keep pace, and here comes Brandon Michael. The number 74 machine looking inside, down the front straightaway, now tucks it back in line in turn 1, and here comes Walker, down low, looking for the race lead.
Walker looks very hungry as he tries to thunderball his way underneath the 77 of Chris Bagnall. And we have a new face in first place, and it belongs to Johnny Walker.
Johnny Walker, the man with the wicker hat, had it painted orange tonight with a Dunleavy sticker on the front, and he said, I'm going to give it away tonight if I get to victory lane. We'll see if he can hang on another 11 circuits and do that. The best battle right now is for third. Here's Brandon Michael in the 74, navigating down to the inside underneath George Bissett Jr.
And trying to force the issue was Zach Robinson as he almost made it 3 wide underneath the 78 of Michael Hopkins and the 39 of George Bissett. Now he lays back. Walker is a ringleader of the circus, but Brandon Michael, he is long overdue as he tries to roar his way past the 77 of Bagnall.
Riding there in fourth, Hopkins. We talked in qualifying that they have made a lot of changes to that number 78. Matt, those changes are working really well. That car is easing through the corners, has a lot of power under the hood, really working to the field of Hopkins, and now he wants a little bit more, looking underneath Brandon Michael, who just slams the door shut getting down into turn 1.
And Michael tried to get underneath Chris Bagnall and found out he didn't have enough room to make it happen. Here comes Hopkins again, down low, as he tries to whirly bird his way underneath Michael. They almost come together, but Michael has a little too much authority as they leave turn 4, and a little caffeine twitch that time for Hopkins.
Hopkins got a little bit of loose, and there's some damage on the right front corner, right where the bumper and the fender come together on the 14 car of Zach Robinson. That is flapping in the breeze, but it's not slowing him down any, as now he's putting the pressure on that 78 of Hopkins. Now he's got a line to the inside, challenging for the 4th spot.
And now he nudges the Hopkins to the curb and takes over the position. So an aggressive move by Robinson to get into the top 4 with that little wind resistance. It's like running a track meet with baggy pants. The wind sometimes slows you down.
A little parachute on the side of that 14 for sure, but look at the power he's got on the back straightaway with ease. Cuts it to the left, goes underneath Brandon Michael. Nobody else in the field has been able to do that so far. Remember, he's already got a win this season. Now he's running in third is Zach Robinson.
You know, George Bissett has come back to life on the inside groove, trying to whiplash his way underneath Brandon Michael. It didn't happen. Johnny Walker continues to dominate down to the final 4 laps, and Zach Robinson, even though that car is pummeled and bruised, he is running. We have a yellow as a car pointed in the wrong direction in between turns 1 and 2. Right now, we're ready to flow for the final 5 laps in the Dare Stock feature. And it is a moment of truth for Johnny Walker because Chris Bagnall, this is one of the best races he has ever run during his Dare Stock career.
And throughout the entire night, too. He had a great run in qualifying earlier and wants to carry that through the final 5 laps of the feature event. Walker is off and running. Bagnall didn't come up to speed. That allowed Zach Robinson now to duck underneath him, move into second, Bagnall back to third, and here comes Hopkins trying to make up for lost ground in the high groove as he wants 4th in the back straightaway.
Boy, Hopkins will not surrender. There is no white flag in his glove compartment as he tries to get around Michael and also attack the 77 of Bagnall. But right now, 2 drivers ahead of the field. Johnny Walker in the 0-1, and if he looks behind him, he will see the smiling face of Zach Robinson looking for his 3rd win of the year.
And boy, do they know each other well. Walker, the defending champ of the Dare Stocks, took a year off to help Zach Robinson learn the craft, and all of a sudden Robinson became his worst fear on race day. It's almost like the Ted Christopher Keith Rocco scenario we see in the SK Modifieds. These guys got a bit of a rivalry going back and forth, Matt, and that rivalry is intense as they race off turn 2.
Hopkins in trouble as he wiggled to the far outside, and getting caught behind him was Jake Higginson, but those 2 cars are able to move. Nobody is able to move quicker than Johnny Walker. 2 laps to go. Remember, on the first Friday night of the season, it was a memorable showdown between Robinson and Walker. Robinson was a winner on that occasion. He almost got a schnoz underneath Johnny Walker that time in turn 2.
A lap and a half to go. Walker in front by a car length. Robinson is bearing down on him as they get down into turn 3. Robinson's best point is off turn 2. He's got one more shot at it. White flag is out for Johnny Walker.
Can he get close enough to pose a serious threat to Johnny Walker? Walker rampages his way into the corner. Robinson behind him. Here comes Walker into turn number 3. He is 2 turns away from victory.
Into turn number 3. Smooth and steady for Johnny Walker as he comes off turn number 4. Trying to put the Dunleavy car in victory lane on Dunleavy's modified night. Johnny Walker gets the win. Zach Robinson across in second. Bagnall's going to come home in the 3rd spot, followed by the 39 of George Bissett Jr. What a show. The rivalry continuing between Robinson and Walker. But tonight, the man on top is the man who wears that wicker hat. Johnny Walker is going to Napa Victory Lane.
Chalk one up for the wicker. And remember that it is Dunleavy's Modifieds night, but I'm sure Doug will also be happy to congratulate his dare stock driver.
Let's talk to our 3rd place finisher, the blue number 77, Chris Bagnall. Man, good run tonight. Good to see that car up there in the podium tonight.
Yeah, we've been working on it, struggling a little bit, but we want to turn up our game. So that we're trying, we're moving up, and I'd like to thank my Uncle Brian Bagnall Construction, Advanced Auto Repair up in Canaan for Ken helping me out, Sullivan's Premier Glass, they're a big part. They give me a paycheck, so that's a big deal. But yeah, we're working on it and hope to gain and gain. These guys are so awesome in this class. Every driver's a fantastic driver. So if we can compete, that's where we want to be. And they set our goal, and that's where we want to get. So that's where we're going, and hopefully we got more coming. So
good to see you, Chris. And he takes home 3rd place tonight in our dare stock main event. And our 2nd place finisher, Zach Robinson. Zach, man, the 14 car. Man, looking strong. 2 weeks in a row, that car looked like a winner.
Yeah, it's been good the past couple of weeks. We haven't exactly been the fastest car on the track. It's really good, though. These tires are getting towards the end of their run, so we're going to make some adjustments at the shop this week and see what we can do. Just got to thank all the contingency sponsors, my family, my friends, just everybody that helps out on the team.
And a lot of people are waiting in the wings, ready to congratulate the Black Label Kid as he gets ready to excavate his way out of the car. And when he touches ground, we are going to touch base with our host of Napa Victory Lane tonight, the gunner, John Gates.
Okay, Johnny Walker raising that checkered flag for the first time this season. He has promised to give away the wicker hat tonight. Johnny Walker, congratulations, man. What a race, what a run. You were not to be denied.
No, I told you we were going to come from the back to the front and win this race. I knew it. I got to thank my sponsors. Geez, I owe a huge shout out to Safeco Foam. He's been helping me out, get this car going, lent me the transmission. Of course, Dunleavy's Truck and Trailer Repair. A big shout out to Marquis Landscaping, Rat Auto Machine for the awesome horsepower. My Berardi transmission, my mom, my crew, Small Fry, Jeff Ramsey, Napa, Stafford Speedway, my Turn 4 crew. And this is what it's all about. That was just one hell of an awesome race. I got a big shout out to the 2nd place guy, Zach Robinson, for racing me clean. And this is what racing's all about. Who loves dare stock racing? Yeah!
All right, Johnny Walker right there in victory lane. Johnny.
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Okay, so we drowned the fire.
Yep.
Stirred it. Drowned it again. And now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
We're ready to go. These are the late models for 30 laps, 15 cars strong. The pace car is in. Rich Hammond and Paul LaRoute on the front row.
And Paul LaRoute trying to get the jump on the outside. Michael Ray with a daredevil move in car number 42 as he tries to move out in front in turn number 2. But Hammond is just too strong.
Ray very aggressive to take him 3 wide on the start. And let's see if it's going to pay off. Now he challenges for the race lead, getting down into turn number 3. Ray underneath Hammond. He now takes over the top spot.
Michael Ray said he did not have good starting positions for most of the season. He started this race in 3rd, and he was able to take it to the cash register. Paul LaRoute has moved into 2nd. Now Josh Wood making a racket. Car number 17 as he's able to razor blade his way underneath the 28 of Hammond and move into 3rd place.
Hammond back to 4th. Michael Bennett is on the move as well. He just got underneath the 92 of Tommy Fern to pick up a spot. Now he's going after Rich Hammond. Behind them, though, a good battle raging on between Tommy Fern and Kevin Gambacorta.
Gambacorta in car number 23 on the outside cannot stick with Fern. Fern able to escape. Bennett able to escape from Hammond, and he goes on the rampage against Josh Wood in car number 17. So a man with a lot of adrenaline, Michael Bennett in that number 16 car.
Bennett started in 7th. He's already up to 4th. He's taken advantage of that inside line. Now Tommy Fern got room to the inside of Rich Hammond. Behind them, Gambacorta, who's waiting in the wings. Fern is on through into 5th. Hammond now feeling the heat from Kevin Gambacorta.
And Gambacorta is able to jet stream by on the inside. Now Wayne Corey, sheet metal flapping on the hood of that car. It is not slowing him down right now, however. Michael Mordino picks up a position a little deeper in the pack as he gets by Tyler Leary. But the man in command, leading by a redwood tree, is Michael Ray, looking for his first win of the season.
Whatever they were missing in the past couple of weeks since their win in the 50-lapper, Michael Bennett in that number 16 machine has got a rocket ship. Howard underneath Josh Wood to move into the 3rd spot, and he is already quickly closing the gap on the runner-up, Paul LaRoute.
LaRoute trying to hang on by his fingernails in 2nd place because Bennett is moving quickly. Also moving quickly is Tommy Fern as he wants to take 4th away from Wood. That time Bennett took a shot at Paul LaRoute, and Paul LaRoute responded with a good veto.
Here's Bennett, right to the back bumper of Paul LaRoute, ducks inside, has a wheel underneath. LaRoute protecting the line. They come together off turn number 4. LaRoute outside, Bennett inside, and he goes through to 2nd.
And that was a pretty good catapult move by Bennett as he trampolines his way into 2nd. Tommy Fern has gotten by Wood. He is now 4th. Here comes Gambacorta underneath the 17 car. And he is able to scorch his way underneath the 17. Gambacorta is moving his way up through the field.
That puts Gambacorta up to the 5th spot. Behind them, the 11 car, Tyler Leary gets underneath Rich Hammond. He now rides in 6th. Keep an eye on the car running 2nd. Bennett, black, neon, number 16. He is faster than the man out in front by 0.2 of a second, Nat. With 21 laps to go, he's got plenty of time to track down Michael Ray.
Now, is Ray conserving his car in case he needs it for a double file restart late in the race? And there's only one man who knows the answer to that question, and he is behind the wheel of car number 42. A solid race so far for Paul Aroot, hanging on to a podium position, but he knows who is behind him, the 4-time Stafford champion, Tom Fern, and it looks like Fern is just getting started. That car hasn't worked up a sweat yet. Back end almost came around on the 82 car.
The long runs tend to play to the favor of Tommy Fern. He was another driver that started towards the tail end of the field. Started in 9th today. He's up to 4th.
Glenn Reen trying to make a move underneath Rich Hammond, and he is on the verge of completing it. Now Mike Quintiliano is trying to try the same thing. So Reen has moved up into 9th place.
Quintiliano looking inside of Rich Hammond, getting down into turn number 1. Hammond, who started on the front row, was our pole sitter tonight. As they are running wheel to wheel down the back straightaway, door handle to door handle into turn number 3, and Quintiliano picks up another spot. Hammond shuffled back one more as we come to the line. Still 17 laps to go. Matt, let's check on the gap up front. Michael Ray has picked up the pace a little bit. He's running laps equal, if not faster, than Mike Bennett. So Bennett's got to find a little extra gas in the tank. Go to the afterburner if he wants to get after Mike Ray.
Let's see what happens this time. Michael Ray at 21.295, Bennett at 21.352. So Michael Ray just a little faster than Michael Bennett, and that's why he is able to solidify his lead as we approach the halfway point of the late model feature.
Battle for 3rd and 4th, starting to tighten up just a bit. Right now, Paul Aroot has the advantage. It's down to about 2 car lengths. Kevin Gambacorta's car, who was not very strong in the first 10 laps of the race, Matt, is starting to come back to life as well. He's riding 5th in the 23 car, and he's closing in ever so slowly on the back of Tommy Fern.
Aroot and Fern are running almost identical laps, both at 21.4. So not much to separate those 2 cars, but Tommy Fern has the experience. This is only the 5th late model race ever for Paul Aroot. And now joining the fun is Kevin Gambacorta. We have a 3-man shootout for the number 3 position.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago where Tommy Fern was blowing right by that 23 of Kevin Gambacorta. Now it's just the opposite. Gambacorta goes by Tommy Fern as if he were standing still. He now takes over the 4th spot and looks to see if he can gain one more by going around Paul Aroot.
It looked like Tommy Fern had cement for tires as Gambacorta was able to get by him. Now he is on the attack against Paul Aroot, the man who has led from the very beginning. Michael Ray started in 3rd, made a bold 3-wide move on the opening start to get the lead. Bennett in 2nd. Kevin Gambacorta, he might have the fastest bullet in the chamber. He is running laps at 21.4. Ray is about 1/10 of a second quicker.
But Gambacorta is deep in traffic. He's fighting for position out there, still turning some very efficient laps. Closing in, about a car length off the back bumper of Paul Aroot. The best battle right now is the one for 3rd. Paul Aroot in the 82 has it, but Gambacorta is there.
Gambacorta has probably passed more cars than anyone in the late model division this season, as coming from behind has been his specialty. And right now, he is hanging on like a refrigerator magnet to the back of the Paul Aroot car, waiting for an opportunity. That opportunity might be coming now.
He's got room. Does he have the horsepower? The drag race down the back straightaway this time is won by Paul Aroot, but look at the cornering ability on the inside from Ellington, Connecticut's Kevin Gambacorta. He slides up underneath, takes over the 3rd spot.
Gambacorta, new tires on that car, and he is really getting the most out of them right now.
That opened up the inside lane for Tommy Fern, but Aroot is able to hold him off. So Fern is back to 5th, a little bit deeper in the field. We saw Glenn Reen and Josh Wood having an excellent battle, and that was won by Glenn Reen as he picks up another spot. That'll put him up into the 7th position. And raging on, Tommy Fern doing everything he can, every trick in the book, Matt, to get around Paul LaRue.
He tried to go to the outside to get a route. Now he has the momentum on the inside, so that Whirling Dervish, the 92, almost making contact with the 82 as Fern got his fingerprints on the back of that number 82 car. And Fern continues to ride along in 5th place. Gambacorta, it doesn't look like he's gaining much ground right now on Michael Bennett, but that could be a possibility down to the final 6 laps.
Michael Ray at the point in his own zip code, a healthy advantage. Back to the 2nd place machine, Mike Bennett, who we thought was going to be able to run him down, but just hasn't had the car to do so. Kevin Gambacorta might have the fastest car on the racetrack, but got bottlenecked in traffic early on as if he was driving on Interstate 84 here this afternoon. And he has been in 3rd, so the best battle right now is for 4th. Paul LaRue trying to fend off a hard-charging Tommy Fern and Tyler Leary, Matt, who's thrown his name into the hat.
Tyler Leary looking for a top 5 finish. Here comes Glenn Reen. You can never take your eyes off the 31 car as he was able to bazooka his way underneath the 11. Now Tommy Fern not giving up, but Paul LaRue doing a masterful job of protecting his 4th place turf. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, Michael Ray looking for his first win of the season. His best prior to tonight was a 2nd on Sizzler Sunday, but Michael Ray has not been out of the top 5 all season long.
Comes across the line this time, sees 3 laps to go. Ahead of Michael Bennett, still turning some very efficient laps. We were curious, Matt, if Mike Bennett was maintaining, or Michael Ray rather, was saving anything left in that 42. Well, the answer to that seemed to be yes. Meanwhile, Paul LaRue continues to have his hands full as the 92 of Tommy Fern got underneath him for a moment, but he's got pressure from behind as Glenn Reen has joined the battle.
The only yellow that Michael Ray wants to see is on the Napa Auto Parts sign, as he is looking to end this green to checker. We will have the final lap coming up for Michael Ray, and Ray is leading by about the length of the Connecticut River against Michael Bennett. Here comes Ray. This could be coronation time for the driver of car number 42.
It all started for Mike Ray tonight on a very aggressive start at the beginning of the race. Took him 3 wide, and that put him in position to challenge for the lead on the opening circuit. Now he takes down the checkered flag, his first win of 2017. Mike Ray is going to Napa victory lane. Mike Bennett across in 2nd. Kevin Gambacorta will finish 3rd tonight. Paul LaRue came home in 4th. And Tommy Fern will finish in a side-by-side battle with Glenn Reen for 5th and 6th.
Then it was Mike Quintiliano in 7th, Tyler Leary in 8th, Josh Wood 9th, Rich Hammond rounding out the top 10, Mike Mordino in 11th, Paul Verrecchio in 12th, Wayne Curry in 13th, and Matt Vassar ran only 2 laps tonight, finishing in 14th. It's just a dominating performance by Michael Ray. Who knows what would have happened if there was a caution? Would that have given Michael Bennett or perhaps Kevin Gambacorta an opportunity? But the race stayed green all the way, much to the benefit of Michael Ray. Has not finished out of the top 5 all season, so that is consistency. And right now he can celebrate, and Michael Ray will move up the ladder in the point standings. And I think you hit the nail on the head, Joe. First lap in 3rd place, wasted no time to try to get to the lead, and I think that is where the race was won.
Yeah, sometimes you got to be aggressive, and he timed it just about right.
Let's talk to our 3rd place finisher, Kevin Gambacorta. Kevin, man, looking good tonight. Car's always looking good, but actually running very well this evening as well.
Yeah, another podium. That's it's never easy. We seem like we got to pass a lot of cars, but that's all right. We're having fun. We got a good car. The thing, it's military appreciation night, so obviously that's more important than anything else right here is all of our military folks. And Doug Dunleavy night, too. This is crazy. This is awesome, and I thank him for everything. I just want to thank my crew. I want to thank Dave Miller from Auto Machine, Rafferty Fine Grading, and Jay Stewart, and Dr. Sean from Life Care Family Chiropractic.
Okay, look at our 2nd place finisher. Man, good run. Michael Bennett, man, a 16 was rocking tonight.
Yeah, we didn't have any part failures this weekend, the first time in a few weeks. But I can't do this without my guys. All support from my family and sponsors. I'd like to rattle them off real quick. It's been a few weeks. So Independent Wheel, Bob Hitchcock, Rowan Pennick, Kelly Iverson, TSI Harley Davidson, Visual Perceptions, S&B Carpentry, Mirage Softball, Alpine Tree Company, Call Before They Fall, guys, H&B Siding, JP Construction. I got to thank all these guys. They're the most important part to us. Hilltop Restaurant and Bar. And of course, Bingo for everything he's done for us. Stafford Motor Speedway, this awesome facility. Doug Dunleavy for everything he does for this sport, especially local short track racing. And the modified guys, of course. Hopefully you can come down here to the full fender guys. We put on a pretty good show. But I can't thank everyone enough. My wife, my kids, my family, and Ben Dodge. He isn't feeling too well. He's not here tonight. Best wishes for him. I wanted to be one spot higher for him, but Michael Ray, he had the best car tonight.
Okay.
Here he comes. Mike Ray is out of the car. Let's go down to Victory Lane and join John Gates.
Okay, Joe, thank you very much. Michael Ray, the 42 car, man. That was an absolute Ray runaway.
Hey, man, this car was hooked up. I don't know. We made some adjustments over the week because we were having some brake problems all year long. And I don't know what we did, but the thing was a rocket ship, man. I've never had a car quite like that.
Mike, the start was a little funky there, man. Can you take us through that just a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, the car in front of me didn't quite get going. He waited longer in the box than I thought he would. I got up underneath him, and I had to get back off of him, and then I got lucky enough that I was able to get by him. But, man, it was hairy there for a second.
How about some sponsors on this nice-looking ride here?
Hey, man, I got to thank Dunleavy's, first of all. You know, Doug Dunleavy does so much for our sport. It's huge to have him here help us out. DMW Graphics put the awesome wrap on the car. He's got some new shirts we have today. JMD Chassis, Jay Stewart, man, best chassis in the business, no question. Dave Miller from Auto Machine, man, best power. And then I got to thank Torino Services and Kennedy's On-Site for the support.
Michael Ray, 30 laps later, your NASCAR late model main event winner. Let's
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Thank you. You got a king?
Go fish! In your face, in your face, in
It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
As a soldier in the National Guard, the country depends on you. Your state depends on you. And serving only 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year, the people you are closest to can depend on you.
Out in front and pulling away, it's Chuck Harrison in the Woodstock Valley car. Car number 99, the Harvest Moon Helts car, is the leader of the pack. Moving quickly into the top 5 is the car number 5, and that, of course, is the number 5 of Chris
Trouble
Sanford.
in the corner as Bagnall gets together with Nicole Chambrello. And Bagnall is able to continue, but Chambrello is stranded in turn number 2 as they got sandwiched in the corner. And Bagnall almost looked like a snowplow driver as he was blasting that number 16 car, who finally gets moving. But we have yellow on lap number 1.
Back to green. Here's Matt Buckler.
And trying to get back into the lead is Chuck Harrison as he gets a jump again on Sanford. So they twist their way into the second corner. Vince Gambacorta, like he was fired out of a launching pad. He is trying to get into the top 3, but the 29 will not let him make it happen. That is Trace Beyer.
Certainly hasn't. And look out, because here comes the number 78 machine of Michael Hopkins. Lightning. He is just in front of the guy who's been the dominant car this season, pretty much, and that, of course, is Zach Robinson. But meanwhile, Trace Beyer is on the outside, but look out.
Johnny Walker trying to make a 3-wide move. In the middle is Zach Robinson, and to the outside is Trace Beyer, and it looks like Walker is going to execute it perfectly.
Certainly does. Walker just gave lesson 101 in how to master the bottom of the racetrack, because that car is stuck like Velcro to the bottom. And now all of a sudden, look at the outside. Zach Robinson discovers a little more giddy up, and he moves back into the 4th spot. And here comes George Bissett Jr. He's been stronger and better every time here at Stafford.
And Walker got bottled up behind Chris Stanford, and that gave Robinson the opportunity. Now
trouble.
A problem with Sanford.
Corrects
a little
it.
hiccup.
Yeah.
He makes a recovery.
Does a great
save
job.
that Mariano Rivera would have been proud of. He keeps going. The race stays under green, and George Bissett makes a wild move around Chuck Harrison.
Certainly does, and that's just the beginning, as now Michael Hopkins has moved from the 7th spot up to 2nd. And who's the tail that wags a dog there? Zach Robinson back up on the podium in the 3rd spot. He's running for the title, but he likes to win, and he's showing that as he rubs fenders with Hopkins and Bissett. He is going to pick and choose his lane, Matt, and it looks like Hopkins will slam the door.
Now, when he was doing that, it was Walker who was able to get underneath the 99 of Harrison. So it's Vince Gambacorta, perhaps one of the oldest competitors in the field. Trouble for Hopkins. He is on the safety road. Mike Hopkins is out of the race at the halfway point.
What a deal breaker for him after turning some heads. He has been just shy of a victory in this division. Meanwhile, Bissett's looking good, and you called it earlier. Our defending champ, Walker, is walking his way, but he's got a little spring in his step as Walker's up to 4th and moving in on Bissett in the 3rd position.
Yeah, what they say about him, Wicker is quicker. Closing in on the Mad Dog Jr. That is George Bissett Jr. And it looks like Walker might have a little room to work with as they go into turn number 3. Gambacorta is still the fastest blip on the radar screen, but the battle is for 3rd and 4th between the rookie, George Bissett Jr., and the veteran, Johnny Walker.
There's no question about it. And Walker now is going to take a peek at the inside. Walker now has been able to run the bottom of the racetrack since the start of this one as he forces Bissett up the hill, but Bissett just doesn't give up. And you wouldn't know that Bissett is a rookie when he's running like that next to the defending champion.
Now, he's got nerves of titanium in that number 39 car, but Johnny Walker is able to tucker out the 39. He moves into 3rd, but he has less than 5 laps to try to corral Zach Robinson for 2nd place. Remember, Robinson and Walker are in an intense 10-point battle 4 to go, and the battle could be for second between Robinson and Walker.
There's no question about it. There's 4 circuits remaining. That's 2 miles left. We've just received word that the Hopkins car had something go through the radiator, forcing him out of the competition. Meanwhile, Gambacorta looks so racy in qualifying, and he continues to be the driving force at the front.
We've seen Zach Robinson may come from behind efforts before, though, so this is not a done deal. With less than 3 laps to go, Zach Robinson has comeback capability.
Trace Byers now makes his presence known as he works his magic underneath Bissett. Off the turn, Gambacorta getting the 2-lap marker. Final 2 circuits.
Well, Johnny Walker is caught up to Zach Robinson, trying to overtake him for second. What a run by Trace Byers tonight. Probably the best he's done since opening weekend. But now he is going to give up the number 4 spot temporarily to George Bissett Jr.
Bissett keeps digging in as they work their magic off the turn. White flag is out. The big story here, besides Gambacorta into the winner's circle, is will Walker have anything for Zach Robinson in the final 2 turns?
And it is Gambacorta. The lead is shrinking. Robinson is definitely coming on, but here comes Vince. Out of turn number 4, he is invincible. Vince Gambacorta will win it, followed by Zach Robinson and Johnny Walker.
Bissett will finish next. Trace Byers will follow. Then it'll be the number 99 machine for Chuck Harrison, rounding out the remainder of the field.
Well, what an effort for Vince Gambacorta as Zach and Johnny Walker made their presence known, but it was Gambacorta who held both of them off.
Now our attention will shift to Napa Victory Lane, where we meet and greet our top 3 in the Dare Stock division.
Thanks, Ben. And Vince Gambacorta getting ready to strap out of his number 23 car. 2006, the last time Vince Gambacorta was in Napa Victory Lane in the Dare Stock. So this has got to be as rejuvenating as it gets. Perhaps the feel-good story of the night as he crawls out of his 23 car, checkered flag in hand, and you can see the smile on his face already. This has got to feel good. You're back in Victory Lane. You drove it nice and smooth, took care of the equipment. How's it feel to be back here in Napa Victory Lane?
Only took 11 years. Feels good, especially to beat those 2 guys. Those 2 guys are very fast. I was glad it went green all the way. That helped me out quite a bit. So.
No, it does. It definitely helps. We saw it happen with Michael Bennett as well, other than that caution early on. Anyone you want to thank for this victory? Again, 11 years in the making.
My wife, Right Image Signs. She letters the car, letters my son's late model car. Andy Marquise for being my pit crew this tonight, and my son, all the rest of my family, and the track sponsors, Napa, Call Before You Dig, and all the rest of them. And my grandsons.
Grandson's coming in right now into the picture to celebrate. Vince, congratulations. Enjoy this one.
Thank you.
Vince Gambacorta victorious here at Stafford in the Dare Stocks, and a much-needed victory for him. And he did mention it. He held off some of the best in the Dare Stock this season.